problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Call us dangerous. Ain't too many can play with us. See what this game here taking us. No barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be her for your mom to your pop to the beat to the bird, man. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like blah. Yeah.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 20. Four-yard line.
Let's take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready. 18 Gator. Bring it.
On first and 10, here's Locke. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
The outlaw.
52's the mark. Focus, defense, focus.
Looking to throw on second down. Lawrence. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll try the left side. It's Carr, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Here we go.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
It's going to be a long day. 57's the mic. Watch it up.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 10 yards there on a Bengal 1st.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On the set.
57, Mike 57. You must be dreaming.
Hey! Hard! Hard! Like! Get!
They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
That's the one.
Pilot, 64, weak. Please trip.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, Locke's going to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Rock it.
You gonna see me in your nightmare.
Look at me. Go.
They'll run on 1st down. Carr. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Hey, stand on.
To throw on 2nd down, Lawrence. And this one's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jerick McKinnon there. And now it's 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Back to throw. Lawrence. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Raven 1st down.
Recon, 152 fighter.
On 1st down, it's Carr. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. On 2nd down now, it's Carr. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big game.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Go. Check 31, check 31. Check 9, check 9.
Now.
Throwing again. Lawrence. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Coverage that time by Aaron Colvin. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Leo.
To throw on third down. Lawrence. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it.
Crunch. Check 50, check 50. Check.
Look, squeeze.
Back. 36.
Get it.
They'll try and run for it. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll try the left side. Carr. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. Now let's listen in on the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Down. 18 Gator. Fair. Go.
From the gun, Lawrence. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
On third down, it's Carr. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's go.
Come on, set. 90 Wolf. Hey, Sam off.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. As the Ravens push further out in front. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score.
Come on, man. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee, and it's third down.
Hey, two.
Throwing his lock on third down. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Thielen with his first catch, and it's a first down.
Hey, Charlie. Snap.
On first down, Locke. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Check. Fresno. Tighten up.
Now Johnson. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Getting the sack to 227-pound linebacker Quan Alexander. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hey, Echo.
To throw on second and 6. Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jannard Avery. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately. I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing on first down is Locke. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
It's just me and you.
Hey, high 7.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go.
They go back to the ground with Johnson. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Locke now on first down. His pass caught at the 4. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 76 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned,
into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
60 out long.
I'm coming after you.
Speed grip.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Zach Brown making his presence felt in the backfield. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. And he'll give it here to his running back. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. Here's Matt Hawk now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Johnson. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Bravo.
57's the mic. Rock 57. Coming to you.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Throwing on 2nd down. Lock. Complete. It's Johnson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
First down, Cincinnati.
Hey, orbit.
You think you won't get this? Mike 54. Mike 54.
Lock now on 1st down. He gets this one to Johnson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch them close to the spot.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
You better be afraid of me. I go.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 2nd and 7, Locke gets this into the hands of the tight end Higbee. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Locke now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Here we go. Watch time. Tight end right.
Christian, travel.
Showing it.
Hey, seam 6.
57's the mic. Rock 57.
They gonna need some therapy after this.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Locke, and the catch made by Johnson. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
54's Mike.
Locke now to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, this from 33. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
A marker down. He does get it up past the 25. Will it hold? Let's see. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a handoff here to his running back. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 57 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Clock will try again on 2nd down. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now, the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Go. Hey, exit.
Rabbit.
Hit it.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And that will be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball.
Ready?
Locke going to go on 4th down. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is going to be incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
Go. There. Now.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carr, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen, or just say 3 rushing touchdowns, and of course throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. There's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and the Bengals have a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They look to throw. It's Locke. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world.
Go.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Locke. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 35. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the 25 on 2nd down. Locke, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Look at me, zipper.
Motion, motion.
57's Mike.
Hey, Haywood.
Hey, defense, let's go. 57's the Mike. Watch 57. You got nothing today.
Shoot.
Locked to throw for it on 4th. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Here we go.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's a quick throw caught by Allen. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Ready.
57's Mike. Let's go, D. Let's go. 57. Mike, 57.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Snap.
They go to Johnson again. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. They'll go for it. It's Locke. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 5. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Allen, the intended receiver. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. The last 2 plays, each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, no.
This be the green light.